Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am back a little later than I thought that I would be back. Had to deal with like some customer service stuff and some calls and back to back calls. Had to put out a couple of fires here and there. So I am here now. Gonna be quick because tonight I'm not getting fooled. I was on live all like really long time yesterday, and there technically was no dinner. But tonight there is, and those turkey wings smell so good in the pressure cooker. So this is going to be quick, a quick little tutorial because I told my husband that I would be ready for dinner at 7:45. So it gave me exactly 30 minutes or so to get this done. Although it's not really going to take that long, but in case you guys have any questions, I wanted to be able to answer those, but this is going to be a quick tutorial. All right, so last night when I was live for 7+ hours, I also did my one-on-one session with one of, I call it my cousin, but it's one of my followers and someone who's been following me and who's just a supporter and wants to learn about, sublimation, all that kind of good jazz. So when we were on there, she had a design and it wasn't like super clear. There were like some pixelation in it. So we recreated it. And because it was on Zoom, it like the screen moved around all kind of cuckoo crazy. And someone inboxed me and said, hey, can you please redo that? Like as a regular tutorial, I would love to learn how to do. I couldn't really follow because of the way the screen was moving. So that is what I am going to do now. This is like somewhat basically like what the design looked like. And I'm going to show you how to do that. You can use really any font. These are pretty much like all the ones I've seen are basically the Impact font, which is a standard font on Windows, Mac computers. I mean, I think everyone should have the Impact font. So that's basically that. For that portion, we're going to use the rectangle tool, a little bit of modify as far as, well, we'll use the offset tool and then use the modify tool as far as subtracting, and then crop because we'll also use the gradient to do the top. So we're going to jump into this. All right. If you have not done so already, go ahead and hit that share button and share it out. I just realized I did not put this on Facebook. Hold on one second, y'all. We're going to come back. I forgot to do my whole little intro for Facebook. And I don't know. All right. Hey, Facebook. I don't know if it'll show them like all of the video that I've done so far and explaining what I was going to do. So I'm sorry for YouTubers. You may hear this twice because I don't know if it's going to put everything over on Facebook. So you guys may hear this twice. Let's see. Let me go on here real quick and copy the link because I completely forgot to, go ahead and let Facebook know that I am live. All right, there we go. And then let's edit this one. Oh, wait, I don't know. I think I messed up. Hold on. Copy. And then I'm going to copy that one and go save. There we go. And yes, because I just shared it to Facebook. So I just shared it to Facebook. But I'm not going to stay on Facebook very, very long. So if you are watching over on Facebook, oh, those numbers jumped up. So a lot of you guys are watching from Facebook right now. I just posted the link in the comment section as well as in the description of this video. I want you guys, before you come over to YouTube, hit that share button, guys. Do me that big favor. It takes a few seconds to hit the share button. Share it to a group or two. We're going to do some really beginner-friendly designing in Silhouette with just text. I explained before because I made a mistake and forgot to share it to Facebook. But last night during my 7+ hour live session, I actually did my one-on-one session and I recreated this design while I was on live, but it was jumping around and I had someone that wanted to learn how to do this and asked if I could do this video to where it wasn't all of the bouncing around. So I'm going to show you guys how easy, how simple it is. Even a beginner can do this. You don't have to have designer edition, business edition. You can do this in the very, very free, like basic version of Silhouette Studio. It's just a couple of tools, couple of things that you're going to need to be able to create this. And then this may help you spark some creativity to do some other designs. I did a quick search of like Juneteenth designs and a lot of them are simply text, guys. You don't have to pay for those files. If you have the time to make them yourself, you can, if you feel like, well, I don't have great fonts. There are so many freebies on fontbundles.net or designbundles.net, kind of the same thing. Creative Fabrica always has free ones. And then you can go to defont.com and download some fonts from there. But I pretty much stick to like Hungry JPEG, fontbundles.net, and Creative Fabrica. So those are the ones I pretty much kind of get my fonts from. So just go download you some fonts from there and, create until your heart content, because a lot of these are just simple text designs. And I promise you guys, you can do it if you just give yourself time to just, not work on a project, or not for an order, and you just want to get in there and learn Silhouette Studio. You really can do it and put some of these together and you'll be amazed at what it is that you can create and make. All right. So again, if you are watching over on Facebook, head on over to the YouTube channel. The link is in the comments as well as the description of this video. So just wanted to give you guys a little preview of what we're going to do. I am trying to also reach 25K. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Silaholics Anonymous, make sure that you click on that link and go over there and subscribe and hit the bell. You can also share to Facebook directly from YouTube. So if you come across any of my YouTube videos that you really, really enjoy and you think others will benefit from, go ahead and hit that share button and share it to Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to share that. All right. So I'm going to jump on over to YouTube. I'm going to do it at the 9-minute mark. So you guys have 30 seconds to get over onto YouTube. All right. I see you guys. Hey, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining me on this live. So hello, Jessica. Welcome, welcome. It's your first time. I'm glad that YouTube put this across your page. I do live videos quite often, so make sure that you hit subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I drop new content. Most times it's going to be a live video, and that allows you to ask questions and things like that while I am live. All right. So she says, I'm so excited. I finally caught a live presentation. Woohoo! She says, we are here for it. All right. So we are at 9 minutes, actually past 9 minutes. So head on over to YouTube if you want to see the full tutorial and you are currently watching over on Facebook. All right, guys, see you on the other side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump over into Silhouette Studio. There we go. So here is just an example of the design, but we're going to completely recreate this. The majority of this is the impact font, but you can use any font that you want to use. We're also going, because we're going to use the text tool, we're going to use the rectangle tool, which is right here. We're going to use the offset tool, which is right here. We're going to use two things, subtract and crop from the modify panel, which is right here. And then our color palette up here, we're going to use the color palette as well as the gradient, all right? What I personally like to do when I'm designing is to create a color palette first. So I'm going to just put a box here, and you can fill it with color. Doesn't matter what color it is. And then you want to make duplicates of it. The easiest way to do that is to hold down Alt and hit your down arrow key, or your, I'm sorry, not Alt, hit Control or Command on a Mac. You can do Alt as well, but with Alt, you have to hold down Alt, click, and drag. But that's not what we want to do. We want to just make them stacked right next to each other. So hold down Control and either do your down arrow or your, the arrow to go over. Either one of those will work. Right, we're going to make this one black. I'm going to make this one white, and I need one more. I'm going to use the red that I have in my system there. I'm going to use, do I have a green? Yes, I do, right there. Do I want this red? No, that's too dark. Let's go back up to, I like that red though. And then here, let's do like maybe this yellow. You can do like the really bright yellow. I chose to do this one. Let's see, that's a little bit of a brighter one. So any color will work. You're going to choose it. If you're doing sublimation, I do recommend that you use a color chart. And how you do that, you'll go and get a color chart. We have some on our website. So just going to go there, go to Essentials, go to the color chart. There's 4 different color charts with codes, and then there are reference charts. How you use those, you print them out in whatever print settings you normally use and from whatever program you use. It can be a slight difference from program to program. So whatever program you prefer to use, you're going to print out that color chart utilizing that program and the print settings that you use. Then you're going to press it to some sort of poly or sublimation substrate. So whether it is polyester fabric, you can put it on the Dollar Tree rag, you can put it on felt. I recommend felt, or to just get a piece of fabric that's high in poly count and press it to it. I even have a color chart on a tumbler. Someone asked me, like, what else can they put it on other than the tumbler, because they want to hang it on the wall. If you get like the card tags, you can put it on there. So many different things. I have color charts for everything, not just sublimation. I have it on my glitter card stock, vinyl, like everything you can think of. I have color charts so that I know there are no surprises once I have it printed out, if it's something I'm designing myself. So if you're something you're designing, you definitely want to use color codes. With those charts, and let's say I'm going to pull the one that's, sorry, I'm going to pull the one that's, you guys can't see it, but I grabbed my one that's on my tumbler. And so let's say if I wanted a brighter yellow. So on here, it is, so you will go here, you're going to go to your color palette, go to advanced, right here under the next to the pound sign or hash mark, you're going to put in your color code. So for this one, it looks like it's, I can't tell if it says FFPP or just FFFF. So let's see, FFFF00. Okay, so that gives me a yellow color. Someone's about to come get me and tell me it's dinner time. So I got to hurry up because he's going to bust in my office in 2 seconds and tell me that it is dinner time. So that's how you would put that in. And then to have that in your color palette, you would hit the plus sign to add that to your color palette. So that's how you do that. Once I do that, I like to go in and just turn the line colors off. All right, this is my color palette. So we're going to start with the A on this side, and we're going to turn on caps and type out blackity. And then we're going to come down and take off that, and that's black. And might as well go ahead and do the top part. I'm black every day, but okay, Papa, I'm coming. Go, go, go. I'm coming, buddy. But today I'm okay. So I'm going to take this. I have designer edition, so I can use my properties dropper. If you don't have that, you'll just go to your color palette here and choose black. But I like this because it's also going to change my my line color to no color. And let's say if I made this one impact. So let's go and type in impact. There's that. And so now if I go in and do like this, you see how these two are not impact and they are just white, well, transparent with the red outline. If I click on them, go to my properties dropper and hover over here, they become impact and fill with the color black. So we're going to put that there. And I like to design not on the actual design area. So I'm going to pull this over some like this. So first thing I'm going to do is go to your, well, not first thing, because first thing we did was our color palette and then our text. So the next thing, we're going to go to our drawing tool, draw a rectangle. Now, when I did hers, I kind of followed it. I'm just going to freehand this one, not really worry about any, not really worry about specific measurements to like match the way someone else did it. So we're just going to go there. I want a little bit of spacing in between mine. So we're going to just take that up a little bit. And then so that I can make sure that it's nice and centered, I'm going to convert that to path, select my line and my text, and go up to the alignment, and I'm going to center it. So you see how that moved that down, that centered that. All right, and then we're going to, let's see, let's bring this down. Okay, so that it moves evenly from the top and bottom, I'm going to hold down Alt and bring this down a little bit closer. Let's put our other words here just so we can see space-wise how we want this to be. Okay, that works for me. Center that. All right, we're going to now do an external offset, or just an offset. So we're going to come here. Now, if I would have made it bigger, I could have done an internal, but for this and where I have it sized at, I'm just going to do a regular offset. I'm going to go to corner point, and you would make that offset as big or as small as you would like it to be. So let's just kind of go in here. Let's go and let's rock with 0.25 and apply. All right, I'm gonna, now because this is here, I'm gonna move this up just a tad. Actually, let's, you know what? No, let's undo that. It was this that was in the wrong spot. So we're gonna center that right on there. And again, spacing wise, you can change the spacing how you see fit. I'm gonna take this and fill it with color only so that you can see what happens when you choose Make Compound Path. So both colors are filled. I'm going to change this to different colors. You can see there are two different boxes. Once you go in, right click and make it a compound path, it becomes a frame, and it's only that one color for what was on the bottom. I can either make a box or I can put an offset around this so that it's nice and even all the way around. I'm going to go offset. I'm going to leave it here. I can make my offset however big I want. That's fine with me where it is. I'm going to hit apply. And then I like to always fill things with color. I'm going to bring that to the front. 1 second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Someone had to come pick up an order. So sorry about that. I know that kind of puts a break in the tutorial. So now that we have the offset, I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the frame, and then I'm going to go to modify and subtract. That's going, oh, I didn't have this part selected. So we're going to go modify and subtract. So that takes away the parts in the middle. There are some little pieces here, not to worry. Hold down Shift, click on the frame, and delete those so that that part has nothing going through it. All right, now we'll need to do rectangles again around the word black. I'm going to give this, I don't really like to stretch things out, so I'm not going to stretch mine. I'm going to leave it here. Maybe put a little more space. Just in case I need it in text format, it's there. I'm going to convert to path, select it, and center it. And we need 2 of these. So I'm going to, again, hold down Control, over. This one here, I'm going to fill in with the red. And let's send that to the back. I'm going to send both of those to the back, like the background color, so I don't have to do it afterwards. And again, I hit I on my keyboard, my properties dropper lights up, and I can select the color that I want to use. If you don't have Designer Edition or above, you would just go to your color palette, either here or on this side. Either one will work. Click on your dropper and sample the color that you want to sample. And then we're going to select these and group it together. Select this and group it together. Oops. And group it. If you want this to be black, to be white, you can have it where it is white, or you can leave it as black or whatever color you want it to be. I'm going to leave mine in black font, in a black font, and I'm going to group this together. All right, we're going to place this here. I think I want to shrink this down just a little bit. And we're going to use the green circle to rotate. Oh, actually, no. Well, it doesn't matter which way we do it. So we can rotate down. We can rotate this one up and bring it to the front. Take this one, bring it to the front. You can have it go clear across here like that. Maybe rotate this one that way or that way. Let's see if we kind of do this like this so it can go straight across. If we group them together and then select the outline, you can center that, on there. You can change the arrangement of it. So if we ungroup, we can bring this one to the front. We can rearrange the colors. We don't have to do it exactly as it was, as it's in like other groups. You can truly customize it for yourself to where yours is different from anyone else's. So that is up to you in how you set it up. Okay, so that's that part. To create the cutoff in here, so we want there to be a gap there. We're just going to click on the rectangles at the bottom. We're going to do an offset. And since we did just the standard 0.125, I'm going to leave it at 0.125 here as well. And then apply, hold down Shift, click on the frame. And, wait, you know what? First, let's group this together, select the frame and the grouped one, and let's make sure that we center that. There we go. Oh, wait, did you move? Did that move too? Yes, that did move. So let's just select everything here and center it all. Okay, why are you moving? Oh, I have to convert that to path. There we go. Select it all and center that. But now you've moved this. All right, that's okay. Let's move this. Okay, you're not centered on this. Why are you moving like that? Because that is not centered. That's not nice. All right, that should be good right there. So now this one, I'm going to ungroup. Now you don't have to go through this many steps when you're doing it. I did not align it. So before you put the offset and do all of that, just make sure that your design is lined up. Everything has to be like grouped together. So if you line this part up already, group that together first and then align the bottom. So what I mean by that is, so let's say all of this was perfectly aligned. I'm going to group that together. And then I need this part to be aligned to it. I want them stacked exactly like this. So we're going to group it. Then I'm going to select both parts and then align them. Well, let's move this over. And then we're going to align them. Oh, come on. Align them. So now that's in the middle. Then we would click on this, offset it, and then apply, and then hold down Shift, select the frame, go over to modify, and subtract. And because I had that group together, I now have to regroup this part. Here, we're going to hold down Shift, group those, and fill it with color. There we go. And then for the top portion, we're going to type out Juneteenth. Oh, wait, I don't want it in all caps. So let's take off our caps. Well, you can do it in all caps if you would like. We're going to, I think if we made that a federal holiday, I'm gonna need them to put that in the dictionary also. All right, we're going to first fill this with any color. Doesn't matter what color it is, so that I can kind of see it and I can find a font. I also like to remove the line color. It drives me nuts to see line colors once I have something filled with color. Don't do that, Silhouette Studio. Don't shut down. Oh, come on. I have dinner. I'm 2 minutes late. There we go. All right, so let's turn this line color off. And I'm just going to find a font here real quick. I actually kind of like this one. It doesn't hang down as much as the others, but that's fine. Kind of like this one. So I'm going to leave it there. And then we're going to make a box here. You're going to go to your color palette. And you're going to go to the gradient. You're going to fill that with any of these gradients. It doesn't matter which one. You're going to go to advanced. And then you're going to start to fill in your colors. I'm going to put one in the middle. So on this side, I'm going to choose the green that I had for here, which is this one. My yellow is this one. My red is this one. I'm going to send that to the back and then shrink this in so that my colors kind of go around like the full from one end of the font to the other, or the text to the other. I think I want this one to be a little bit darker. No, so let's go brighter, but I'm going to add another one here. Make sure that's red. I'm going to pull that over. I just want a little bit more red. And then here, let's add the yellow again. so I can give it a little bit more yellow, and I'll push this one this way. All right, I like those colors better. Then you're going to select, well, let's first weld our text. Well, my text isn't touching. If it was regular script font, you would want to weld it, but it's actually not touching. So I don't even have to weld it. I can just select my text and my gradient background, go over to modify and crop. Then we're going to, all right, there's a little couple straggly areas in there. If I want to get rid of those, so that like if I'm going to cut this, if I was going to cut this, I probably wouldn't use this font, but for summation, it's not going to make that big of a deal. But those little boxes can bog down the system. So I'm going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to just click on all of the actual letters to deselect them. And everything else, I'm going to hit delete and get rid of them. And then here, let's remove the line color. I didn't mean to make it. Did I make it white or did I remove it? Let's remove the line color. There we go. And group that together. And then to get that offset on this one and that cutout, we're going to go offset. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Default is a little too big for this. So let's go 0.075. Hit enter. Apply. You don't have to fill it with color. I'm going to fill it in with color so you can see what happens. So you see that blue there, right? We're going to hold down Shift, click on the text that's all grouped together here, go over to modify and subtract. And now we have that cutout. Everywhere there was overlap, where the letters overlap, the top word overlapped the phrase here at the bottom, it will cut that out so that when you have it on your shirt, it's if you were doing vinyl, it wouldn't be directly overlapped. There'll be a gap. And then for this one, we're going to group it together. So we have created our own custom version of this design. This allows you to customize it to where yours doesn't have to look like someone else's. And you can really just, like I said, customize it. And trust me, your clients like it more when they feel like, you know, it's not something that like, essentially they're going to pay that kind of money. They're paying for something custom and you're telling them they're paying for something custom. Let it be custom and not just a file that, you know, you purchased it and, you know, everyone's wearing that. This allows you to fully customize. And then you can do things like add shadows. Once you have your base design, you can do a lot of things when it comes to text effects. I actually don't like how much it cut out right there. So I'm going to undo, although it's not like an official one, but I don't really care for that one. So I'm going to go back to that point, move this up just a tad, just so that the J kind of cuts into it. Yeah, we're just going to do the J. And then we're going to click on the blue. And just to make sure that I have all of the blue area, I'm going to change it to a different color. Okay, perfect. Hold down Shift, select the words, and subtract. And it really should only take away from right there. And group that back together. And fill this with white. Send it to the back just so that I can see it. I think I have some red somewhere. There we go. And you have created your own. All right. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys, for you to see how simple and easy it is to design something like this on your own and to be able to customize it. And okay, look, this is still driving me crazy, y'all. It looks so off-centered. So we're just going to put that right there. And we're going to fix this a little because it's driving me insane. I'm going to make this, make it a compound path. Let's extend this back out. And then make an offset. Apply, hold down Shift, select this part, and subtract. There we go. And let's just group that back together. That was driving me nuts. It was just so off-centered. It was ridiculous. All right, there we go. All right, guys. So hopefully this helps you learn how to design a little bit better, like, help you understand designing in Silhouette Studio just that much more, a little bit better. Be sure to hit subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I release new content, and I do quick tutorials like this on how to design in Silhouette Studio. Visit our website, shop.silaholics.anonymous.com. To show your support to the platform by purchasing some of our products. We have the best sublimation paper ever. We have sublimation ink that make your colors pop. Pigment inks that are just friggin' amazing. The colors are amazing with the pigment inks. I just did some fans and the colors were just amazing. And there's so many other great resources like the color charts. If you have a workforce printer, getting your chip resetters. Everyone needs chip resetters if you have a workforce printer. There are some templates and things like that on there. And you can really, really customize this and make it great with some of the elements that are on our website. We have some Father's Day stuff. One Dope Dad is on there. Black Fathers Matter. So some Father's Day stuff on there. If you are having like a little block, we have things for you on there as well. And then also visit my Academy site to sign up for classes or to become a member and get exclusive videos, get hands-on help through live Zoom sessions to learn Silhouette Studio, and not just learn it, but to learn graphic designing within Silhouette Studio. All right, that's at academy.silaholics.anonymous.com. All right, guys, I am now official. I was going to try and do a Q&A, but then I had to stop and forgot about Facebook, and my family is ready to eat. We're supposed to eat at 7:45. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to make it to the table before 8 o'clock. So I'm sorry I'm not able to answer any of your questions, but y'all know I'm live all the time. So next time you see me on and I'm doing a Q&A, I might come back tonight if we don't have anything to watch. Have your questions ready. You can always also post them in our Facebook group, or go under any video and post your comments, guys. That also helps my channel, helps my algorithm. If you just like the video, make a comment under there, say, hey, I watched the playback. Thank you for this. Even after you watch the live, go back and leave a comment. That really does help the platform and it allows me to do what I love to do and giving you guys this amazing content, okay? You will have to go back to watch the video. I show exactly how I did the gradients. So as soon as I hit in live, you'll be able to go back and watch this over again. That's why I like doing these on YouTube, because you don't have to wait. It's going to be available for you right after this. All right. All right, guys. I shall talk to you later. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Peace.